So, like I say, we're bringing this one up to the boil. While we're doing this, we don't rest on our laurels. We measure out hops. This recipe calls for a staggered hop. We're going to have many hops in there. Centennial, Cascade, Real Cascade, and Amarillo, and Galaxy, and again more Centennial. But we're going to add them in stages. So I think I just measuring out. I think this is the Centennial who's measuring out here into a jug, and as you can see, he's measuring it into a jug with good reason. Into the hop sack it goes. UT. Okay. Let's go on side. This is Cascade hops. Those go into the brew 1 minute after it's started.
Yeah, that's that.
No. Up to speed. And in go the Centennial. And what's this? Oh yes. It's the post-bake hack. Give it a good stir, make sure that flavour is flooding in. Just like you would a cup of tea perhaps. Okay? Right, we'll wait for that. Let's get rid of that sanitizing fluid. Just get rid of it, and then we need to sanitize anything else that you might be using. It's a hydrometer Nige uses a tilt, but any hydrometer will do, but it needs to be sanitized.
Oh, it's starting to smell.
Just like this. Now, we're adding some protoflock here. This is like a concentrate of Irish mott's, which is used to clear the beer. Only a quarter of a tablet. That's all we need. So this recipe calls for further hops to be added 10 minutes into the boil. So we're adding Cascade hops now. As you can see, I'm using the jug. It's way easier to do that. And again, on goes the close peg, holding it all in place. Hack City Central. Right, measuring out hops to come. We've got more hops to come. We're going to add them 20 minutes into the boil. This is a combination of more Cascade and Amarillo going on in this one as well. Measuring out carefully. Look in. There we go. In goes the Amarillo. Go on, in we go. Fighting it. There we go. A bit more. There we go. Oh, just a wee bit more. Right, at this point, our little bit of protoflock that goes in. And then we're going to start adding hops to what we're going to call the hop stand. The hop stand is the period after the boil is finished, where we'll add further hops. On this occasion, we're adding Amarillo. Yeah, more Amarillo, guys. Adding some Galaxy. Yeah, Galaxy's going in here, and a little bit more Centennial. And they'll be added after the boil is finished. Into a separate. There we go. Right, so now we're 20 minutes into the boil, and now we're adding Cascade and the Amarillo that we measured out a little bit earlier on. Keep stirring. Get those flavours coming out. Honestly, You know, they'll give freely, but if you stir, they'll give more. They really will.
Fine.
At this point in time, what we're going to do is we're going to fill the sink with cold water. We're doing this because we want to bring the temperature of the boil down fairly quickly. So, oh look, gloves on again. And look, the boil's finished. So, off the heat. And then this, we dump it in the cold water, but then this is where Nigel suffers for his art. This is going to hurt him. What he's going to do is he's going to take this out and he's going to squeeze that bag. And he's going to get every ounce of flavour out of those hops that he can. So there we are. Bag squeezed. And as a result of putting it in the cold water, we've brought the temperature down to about 80 degrees. And now we're adding in the Amarillo, the Galaxy, and the Centennial hops in the hop stand. This will stand for about 10 minutes, insulating the hop as we go. There we are. That's another 10 minutes later. Okay. Take the bag out. What are we going to do again? That's exactly what we're going to do. Squeeze it. It's like an udder giving out so much flavour. Beautiful. Then, shocker, ice. Ice, baby. Yeah. We're trying to crash the temperature down to a temperature where we can start putting your yeast in. This will crash. Stir, bring that temperature down.
Okay.
Now we're down to about 38, 30. Well, you can see. You don't need me to read these out to you. You got down to about 30 degrees. And I've seen this before. Look at this pour. Look at this pour, man. Look at that. What you're doing there is you're aerating the beer. I was so impressed by that. Look at the amount of air in there.
Yeah.
More ice to bring it crashing down. And I think we've got it down to a fairly sensible 25.3 degrees. The tilt that Nige uses to take his readings, fully sanitized, into the beer. And now he's going to start taking a reading. And from this reading, you can then work out what your brew efficiency was. I think, if I remember correctly, he bragged about this one being one of his finest. So his brew efficiency here was 79%. It's an all-time high, people. An all-time high. Anyway, snip off the top. In goes the yeast. There we are. Oh, there we are. The yeast is now going to do its work. We're going to get beer out of this. Pop on. Leave it alone.
Done.